Today we will take a look at Berserker and For Honor. Berserker is a hyper armor abusing aggressive assassin within the game. Today I will break down everything about Berserker by going over his moveset, feats, gear perks, and so on in this guide. If this guide does help you, be sure to leave a like and also subscribe, but let's get straight into it. Alright, before we go into Berserker's moveset, let's go ahead and talk about who Berserker is. Alright, Berserker it pretty much is a short-ranged harassing assassin who is hard, the difficulty of hard, in For Honor, and has really great fast attack. Strong feints, good stamina, hyper armor trades, really good, and a really good duelist and a strong ganker within 44. Now, weaknesses that Berserker has is that Berserker is very predictable, first of all, in high level gameplay. And of course, Berserker does have a bit of low health. As you see here, that is like very low health. He isn't a bad assassin, just sometimes his moves can be very predictable. Alright, with that out the way, let's break down Berserker's moveset. Alright, so looking at Berserker's Lights does 12 damage on all sides. There's no chain lights right after, it's just one light like this. Does 12 damage, it costs 9 stamina. A really good fast light, can sometimes be a bit predictable as well. Sometimes a lot of people can just see this light coming, so you don't want to throw this light out as the first thing. I mean, you pretty much want to throw some heavies in there. You don't want to throw the lights out too much. Of course, there will be some people that'll be able to block it or parry it. Next is Berserker's Heavies. Now, the opener heavies deal 24 damage on both right and left. Top deals 28 damage, and they all cost 12 stamina. Now, Berserker's Heavies ain't too bad. They have a moderate speed. They're not so bad. They're alright. Berserker's Heavies do chain. So, if you go for heavy, heavy into heavy, that is pretty much a 3-hit chain. The first hit does 24, the second hit does 26, and the last one does 32. If you connect all of them together, that does a lot of damage, honestly. And of course, you can switch it up if you want to, so you don't have to like go straight on the left side, only like here. You can go for the right at the end if you want to, and you can also feint the unblockable heavy here, go for a GB if you want to just switch it up and just fake your opponent and just throw them off guard or whatnot. Also, Berserker has hyper armor within those chain heavies. As you see here, there's hyper armor right there, which the hyper armor is good for just trading with opponents, of course, and also not getting interrupted while you're attacking as well. The move is called Bear Mauler, as you see up in the right corner here. Now that you understand the lights and the heavies, now let's go ahead and just get into the infinite chain. So the infinite chain for Berserker is pretty much with light and heavy. So you go light, heavy, light, heavy, light, heavy, light, and you can just finish it off with unblockable heavy if you want to, which of course will be 30 damage if you decide to finish it off. This here is pretty much Berserker's Unga Bunga move. Like, it's just Unga Bunga, that's all it is. A lot of people in the For Honor community call it Unga Bunga and everything. It's just funny, it's very funny, honestly. I like it, it's not bad. The only thing is that it's very predictable. It can be very predictable for people to just see coming, because it's lights and heavies. Of course, you can just block this. That's how you can just beat this. It's just blocking it. And once you feel the timing of it, you can parry it if you want to. Right, next, let's move on to the dodge attacks of Berserker. So the first one, we have the side dodge attacks, which is called Spin Chop. It's an undodgeable side dodge light that deals around 13 damage on both right and left, and it costs 9 stamina. Now, this is good for just catching people who tend to dodge a lot, which, of course, there are some people that will dodge a lot within this game, and you can use it to finish off people if they do be a bit dodge. Now, if you're facing someone like Virtuoso who's in her stance, you can use this to your advantage to get her out of her stance. Next is Head Slicer. This is Berserker's from 4 dodge light. Does around 15 damage. It's very predictable to see coming. This light is very predictable to see coming. It's not bad for just getting very close to your opponent and just closing in the gap. And of course, you can just chain this with like the unblockable heavy. I would just use this as a way to just go for a mix up. So go for light, go for dodge light, and then just continue your mix up as so on if you want to do something like that. Next, Head Crusher. This is Berserker's front 4 dodge heavy that deals around 26 damage if you do connect it. This is really good if you're trying to mix your opponent up and you go for this and catch them off guard, because there are times that you'll catch someone off guard and they'll throw their attacks out. You can throw this out to tank some damage and also dish out some damage too, and of course not get interrupted as well. It's like Warlord's front 4 dodge heavy, where you would just go for like lights or just feint into like heavy and go for the front 4 dodge heavy and do something like that. That's pretty much what it is. That's how I would really use the move, is to just fake it out, like go for light, feint this unblockable, and go for this. See if people will fall for that. All right, next let's go over Berserker zones. So Berserker zone, it's like a Beyblade. It's a Beyblade zone. Let's fight an epic battle. The zone itself deals around 4 damage for each hit. So each hit deals around 4 damage, and it does cost around 30 stamina as well. a nice zone. It's a good zone to just keep crowd control your opponent here and just keep them in this animation a little bit. The only thing is that it's also very predictable to just see coming. You want to try and mix it up in your mix-ups and whatnot, just to make it to where your opponent just doesn't see it coming. All right, next is Slash and Rush. This is Berserker's backwards zone here. It does have hyper armor. Now this zone, it's pretty much a backwards zone. You can use this to just create separation from your opponent. It deals around 5 damage and it does cost 30 stamina. The first hit deals around 5, the second hit deals 5, and the third hit does 5 as well if you do connect them. But that's just if someone decides to get like very up close in your face or whatnot. It tries to chase you down a bit. But really this zone is good for just creating separation from your opponent. You know, just create separation and just rethink your strategy if you're wanting to. You just hold down on the left stick and just press the zone, or just do right bumper or right trigger if you're on Xbox or PlayStation. That's pretty much how you would do it. Next we have Berserker's parry counter, which you just press light and you get a 13 damage light, and you can just continue your combo or whatnot, or your chain mix up. After you get the light off, you just gotta press light after a parry counter. And you can also delay the parry counter a little bit, if I can just show you. And you can also delay the parry counter a little bit, as so right here. Just gotta wait a bit and you can just delay it, but I wouldn't delay it too much because there are some times that people would just parry that. But it's up to you, honestly. Next, let's go over Berserker's deflect. Now, for me, guys, in my opinion, Berserker's deflect is the best deflect in the game, in my opinion. Because one, you get a free guard break after you get this deflect off. And that's a free heavy right there. This deflect is just so stylish to get off. So you get a free guard break, free heavy pretty much. This is why I love this deflect. You just get a free GB. Really a great deflect. Like I said, the way you can do deflects is move into the opponent's attack, and of course you gotta press X to do the deflect. You gotta move into the opponent's attack, whichever way it's coming from. So top, move into it, press X, and you'll basically get this guard break. Or you can just press guard break if you're on a different platform like PC or whatnot, and you can get this. Also, one thing I did forget to mention is that you can cancel out your heavy openers by a dodge as well. You just gotta press the dodge button very fast. You gotta do it 2 times, honestly. Just to cancel it out. And here is Berserker's running attack here. It deals around 24 damage and it does have hyper armor. Alright, that's gonna pretty much do it, breaking down Berserker's moveset. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just show you guys a little bit of like practice combos that you can use with Berserker. Alright, so for this first one, as always, go for light into unblockable heavy. For this next one, go for heavy, feint to the unblockable into a GB, go for heavy. For this next one, go for light, heavy, light, feint the unblockable into a heavy. Now for this next one, go for heavy, heavy, feint the unblockable into a front forward light, into light and heavy. Now this next one is situational if your opponent is being a bit dodgy here. So you can go for light, feint into the side dodge light, feint the unblockable into a heavy. This next one, go for light, feint the unblockable heavy into light, go for the side dodge light into heavy and light. Alright, now these are just practice combos that you can use with whenever you're practicing with Berserker if you're new, or you can use them in game and just try them. If they don't work out, they don't work out. What I always try to teach people is that you should come up with your own type of mix-ups and just make it work within the game. Alright, next let's go ahead and go over Max Punishes. Our light parry is top heavy. After a heavy parry is a zone. Or you can go for skill slash, which is the parry counter. For guard break is side heavy. For wall throw, it's top heavy. Now, if your opponent's out of stamina, go for front forward light, heavy, light, light. That's pretty much the max punish right there. Now, of course, these are just the basic max punishes that I pretty much have shown y'all. If you want more of the max punishes, I will leave a link for the For Honor Information Hub. That way you guys can go check out more of the... That way you guys can go and check out more of the max punishes over there. I will leave the link for it in my description for you guys to go check out. Also, one thing I want to say this. When playing with Berserker, you want to try and use your mix-ups with the lights and heavies, as I mentioned. You want to try and use these to the best of your ability. Of course, you want to try and use your hyper armor as best you can, because Berserker is known for their hyper armor. Known for just trading attacks with people, and of course, not getting interrupted. And also, you want to watch your stamina too. Like, you can throw out this, like, whole thing here, but you want to watch your stamina. Even while using the zone, watch your stamina. It deals around 30 stamina, which that's a lot of stamina if you tend to do it again. Like if you try to like constantly do the zone over and over again, you're just gonna waste your stamina. Like Berserker is strong, but Berserker has limits, and losing your stamina is one of the limits right there. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and just show you guys which feats I take for Berserker in Dominion, Breach, Elimination, etc. I'm gonna just show you guys which ones I take for 44 modes. So here we go. For these feats, I'm taking Bounty Hunter, Doom Banner, Throwing Axe, and Berserker. So Bounty Hunter, of course, is a passive. You gain health and stamina when you kill another enemy hero. So when you kill another hero, you're gonna gain your health and stamina back very quickly. For tier 2, I'm taking Doom Banner. Nearby enemies have less powerful defense. It'll pretty much lower their defense, mainly nerf their defense. The third one, I'm taking Throwing Axe. You throw an axe for moderate damage. Of course, I'm taking this one. If they're very low, I'm gonna throw the axe to try and get the kill as best I can. And for the last one, I'm taking Berserker. Raise sprint speed and defense greatly, and it does not stack as well, so there's no stack to it. I like taking this one. It's not bad. Of course, there are more. I like taking this one. Of course, I just want to have my sprint speed and of course have my defense up as well, since of course a Berserker has low health. You're not gonna have the best defense too, so yeah, I just want to be able to have that defense. Of course, there are better ones too. You can take Fear Itself. Nearby enemies will have lower defense, so you don't have to take Doom Banner. You could take Fear Itself if you want to. It's just gonna have like I think a longer cooldown than this one. Or actually, no, I think Doom Banner has a long one if I'm not mistaken. Okay, no, never mind. Doom Banner does not have like a long cooldown, so you can take Doom Banner over Fear Itself, because Fear Itself, it has like a long cooldown, but it's very good if you have a lot of people nearby and everything, and you just want to be on the move, getting like big damage and everything. So you can take Doom Banner over Fear Itself if you want to, but it's up to you. A Fire Flask is also a really good one too. If you're wanting to just get rid of the minions very fast and clear mid lane, you can do that. Or if you're trying to get rid of anyone that's like around you, you can take Fire Flask too. But I decided to take Berserker for myself. It's honestly better. I'll sometimes switch to Fire Flask just because I want to be able to kill the minions and get them out the way if we're like breaking. Of course, for tier 3, I'm taking Throwing Axe, but there's also Sharpened Blade, and there's also Fury. That's not bad. Of course, there's also Doom Banner. Doom Banner's not bad. You can take. There's also Executioner's Respite. There's Bear Trap, but I think Doom Banner would be the best one. There's also Bounty Hunter. I like taking Bounty Hunter. It's honestly really good. You got Storming Trap. It's not bad. There's also Rush, but not them. I don't think you really need Rush. Mainly, I would say Bounty Hunter is the way to go. This is what I take for 44 modes in general. All right, let's go ahead and go over the gear perks really quickly. So here we go. For the first one, we have Gale Storm. Upon hero kill, gain 20% movement speed for 10 seconds. For the second one is Devour. Upon execution, heal an additional plus 10 health. For the third one is Early Reaper. Upon spawn or when revive, first attack deals 30% more damage. For the fourth one is Endurance. When gaining a renown level, receive 3% stamina cost reduction. Max gain is 4. For the fifth one, we have Survival Instinct. When in critical health, gain 25% stamina cost reduction. For the sixth one is Crush Them. Upon hero kill, your next attack deals 30% more damage. And for the final one, we have Headhunter. For each unique player / bot hero executed, increase the max health by 4. All right, so when it comes to like gear perks, I would say go for Crush Them being one of them. And of course, I would say Survival Instinct would be really good too. Now, for me, I have Devour and Endurance right now because I have not planned to like get my gear perks in order. So yeah, I do apologize for that. I'll say Survival Instinct to Crush Them would be really good. And of course, you can also say Early Reaper. Upon spawn or when revive, your first attack deals 30% more damage. You can go for that too. It's not bad. If you're wanting to like get more damage and everything, but I'm not too sure about Crush Them and Early Reaper stacking. I'm not too sure on that one. I don't think it stacks with it. I'm not too sure. But I would say Crush Them, Survival Instinct, and you could possibly go for Endurance if you want to a little bit. I mean, the third choice is up to you, but I say Survival Instinct and Crush Them. Alrighty guys, that is going to do it for today's video. I do hope you guys enjoyed today's video on Berserker. Listen, Berserkers are really good assassin and For Honor. I do like Berserker. Whenever I play a 44 modes, I like to have fun and just play with the character. Of course, Berserker's like nerf, I think, to the light after like zone or after any attack. Really, I think it's after the zone. Like the light right there, it is a bit slow and it is a bit predictable, and plus overall Berserker is a bit predictable, so you want to play like very passive. I mean, you can play aggressive if you want to. Sometimes you have to be a bit passive because of course you're going to be facing some good players if you're in high rep and everything. So once you get to your high rep and whatnot, you're gonna start seeing like very good players like parrying you every single time. So you want to just be very mindful of that. Just be careful, play the best that you can, and just have fun with the character if you're new too. But I do hope this Berserker guide helped you. Honestly, please leave a like if it did help you, and subscribe if you're wanting to join the Raptor Pack today. Now, if you do enjoy more of my content and you want to learn about Ocelotl, you can go ahead and click this video right here to check out Ocelotl, or if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe right here.